going on, guys? Coming to you from the world famous Stubb Cycles in beautiful Houston, Texas. And oh yeah, look what I get to bring to you guys today. And this is a motorcycle I've been wanting to bring y'all for a long time. The Suzuki Hayabusa. Oh my goodness, I get to ride the legend today, and I'm bringing you along with me. And this is a bone stock version of the bike. No modifications, just as she came from the factory. Now, for a lot of guys, this is a halo bike, and I am no exception to that. Love the layout of this machine so much. So old school in its approach. We got the analog clocks, big old gas tank. This big girl is made for speed and comfort. And she just is so silky. Throttle response, absolutely spot on. You know, they tell you to never meet your idols, guys. I already know that this bike is going to live up to the hype. So let's get her on the road and see what she's like to ride. And before I get too far, I've got to send a huge shout out to Hunter, Tommy, and the rest of the crew for allowing me the opportunity to bring you this legendary machine. And already I can tell you that one of the best quick shifters in the business is fitted to this bike. So silky and so smooth. And I'll tell you, I don't know that there is any other quick shifter as good as the one fitted to the Suzuki Hayabusa. So, okay guys, first riding impressions straight away. For any of you that may think that this bike is just too fast or too much, I've got to put that to rest right now. This motorcycle just barely rolling into the throttle is as much of a pussycat as you could possibly imagine a motorcycle to be. It is smooth and it is refined in a way that, well, you might not have thought a bike like this would be or could be. Now, that's not called to say that this machine is lumbering or that it is in any way lacking, because with only a slight twist of the wrist, this bike will absolutely start to collect mile an hour like you would not believe. But it does so in such a smooth and predictable way. There's no huge wave of torque, there's no spike in power at all. It is just absolutely smooth. Check out the Lincoln, nice. Absolutely smooth in its power delivery. And one other thing, the Hayabusa might get a bad rap for its weight, but I can tell you right now, whatever this bike is spec'd out in terms of wet weight, it feels like I've lost 50 pounds leaving the dealership. I'm not kidding. This bike is properly sport bike flickable in a way. I mean, that's kind of surprising. And again, yes, you look at this motorcycle and it's long and it's low. It's got this 1300cc monster of an engine. You might not initially take it for a motorcycle that can handle or that would be as lively as this thing is, but my goodness, not only is it lively but smooth. And oh my gosh, this quick shifter, absolutely the best in the business. This is the silkiest and most precise feeling quick shifter that I think I've ever felt on any motorcycle that I've ever ridden. Oh, and I love the throttle response of this machine. Now, I am just shy of 6 feet tall. I've got a 32-inch inseam, and I am flat-footing this motorcycle. Seat height, I don't really know the actual spec with what this bike comes with from the factory, but this feels like it's maybe 31 inches. Oh my goodness, guys. Yeah, they say don't meet your idol, but in this case, this motorcycle so far is performing in a way that I don't know that most folks would give it credit for. It just absolutely has a smoothness to it and a refinement to it that I just don't know that I was expecting, that's for sure. Let's go ahead and get around the highway. And just absolutely effortlessly gets to highway speeds. One thing I'll say about this, if you're wondering what does this motorcycle ride like compared to a leader class bike, there is no comparison. Not in acceleration until you are leaning heavily on that leader class bike, because this machine has so much torque and so much power on demand that it just, well, it'll fool you into thinking that it's not quite as fast as what it is. And it's because it's so, I'm going to use the phrase confidence inspiring, but the bike is just so purpose built. The comfort level, the way that this machine is putting power down, it's just so effortless. And getting to the riding position itself, the footrest position is not at all committed. I mean, it's a sport bike, don't get me wrong, but it's nowhere near as committed as any sport bike that you would ride. The reach to the handlebars, yeah, it's a little bit of a reach, but it's very reminiscent of old school motorcycles from back in the day. And of course, what's adding to that again are these awesome analog gauges. God, it's so good to look at. Now, this motorcycle does offer up various riding modes and all the traction control, wheelie control. It does have that. Now, we're in mode A, power 1, traction 1, which is the least intrusive. And I mean, guys, when it comes to just being so buttery smooth and so just with authority moving you forward, I mean, look, this is, in terms of power, even versus a leader class bike, this really is heavyweight power, heavyweight torque. Where the leader class bike, well, it makes a leader class bike feel like a middleweight, especially from just that initial turn of the throttle. But again, I don't want it to come off as though this bike is scary or intimidating. Matter of fact, nothing could be further from the truth. You know, we're going to get this thing up into 6th gear and just putting along at 3,000 RPM here in mixed traffic. And this motorcycle has, we're just coming up over an overpass. This motorcycle has the kind of torque and the kind of smoothness and fueling. We're just kind of rolling into the throttle and it is as smooth as silk, guys. I am absolutely in love with this. It's so much of a cheat code to have this amount of power, but to have it be this smooth. I mean, you can see, guys, we're in 6th gear and cruising along here at highway speeds. Need to go ahead and make a lane change. I'm going to roll into the throttle real quick. And without hesitation, but in a manner that is just with authority, this bike will move out. But again, it's not peaky. It's just the fact that it's got all of this power all the time. And again, it is so smooth. I'm going to wear that point completely out in this video of just how smooth, how silky, how rideable, how not at all intimidating once you get on the bike. The comfort level of this, oh my goodness, how good of a machine is this? Ah, love it. And keep in mind, guys, this motorcycle is stock as stock gets. No modifications whatsoever other than the windscreen here. I just can't get over it. This motorcycle handles so much better than it should. I am rather surprised by that. No, but seriously, guys, this bike, it handles so much lighter. So, navigating traffic, absolutely no problem whatsoever. Haven't put a foot down yet. Bike is incredibly well balanced. I know this isn't the most exciting part of any review, but I gotta tell you something. It speaks a lot to the rideability and the livability of a bike like this if you get caught up in traffic or, you know, these types of situations here where, yeah, it's not the most exciting, but let's be honest, guys, where we ride on the street, things like this happen. And you know, I gotta tell you, doesn't feel hot, doesn't feel labored in terms of fueling. God, this is really good too, and I'm kind of glad this happened, so I could get you guys a little bit of that perspective of this machine too. Now that we're going ahead and moving on, get rid of some of this traffic here. Suspension is very compliant with this bike too. Not soft necessarily, but I mean, it does have a good amount of dampening to it, but you can tell that the bike really is set up more for street use than track use for sure. Oh, and that quick shifter. Look, every other manufacturer needs to figure out whatever Suzuki did with the technology and the quick shifter and just copy it. This is such a big difference, even from my GSX-R 1000. As far as the motorcycles that I've been riding lately, and I'm including all of the bikes that I've been riding, I have to say that the Hayabusa for me is, in a lot of ways, one of the biggest surprises. And it's because of, well, everything I've been yammering on about so far. The smoothness, the ride, the compliance, the flickability of the thing. Again, I mean, this bike, what is it rated, like 540 pounds? Whatever the number is, it does not feel like that at all. This machine is, for me, redefining what a bike like this could ride like and what a bike like this could be. just want to spend so much more time with this bike. I'll tell you what, if you get a chance to ride one of these machines, guys, take the chance to ride it, and I can almost assure you without a shadow of a doubt that, and especially if you're coming from a leader class bike or even one of the larger middleweights, you're going to feel right at home on this machine. There is nothing intimidating about this bike, provided that you do exercise at least some amount of self-control with this with that vehicle input right there. And again, this motorcycle does not rev out very high. My understanding is it makes its peak power, which is somewhere around 180 horsepower, around 10,000 RPM, give or take. It's a big O engine. It does not have to rev very high, but for 1,300 cc's, revving out to 10,000 RPM, she has got a ton of torque all the time, which makes riding it so easy. It's a comfortable riding position too. Really more sport touring, which, I mean, I guess you would get that looking at the bike. It's not, you know, a track focused machine, but oh yeah, and over those bumps back there, this suspension just soaks it up. Look, I get it now, guys. Before, I'll be honest with you, I know that maybe I didn't say it too loudly, but I was never really a huge fan of this type of bike. I never really got the allure per se. I mean, I don't know. But I'm changed mine now. I tell you what, let's get this thing to the back lot and play around with it a little bit at the MSF course. And keep in mind, we are on a Hayabusa, but you know what? We can still have fun in a parking lot on a 1,300 cc rocket ship like this one. Oh yeah, you can definitely feel the length of the bike, but oh, this is crazy just how placeable the bike is. This little section right here drops right in. Look at that. Yeah, this motorcycle is a lot more agile and a lot lighter feeling than you may have given it credit initially just looking at it. Come back in here. Oh, what a fun bike, guys. Fueling at low speeds is incredibly well mapped. It is not jerky at all. It is so just absolutely well mannered. I can't say enough good things about this bike. I can't say anything about this machine that so many others have not already said before, guys. Coming away extremely impressed with this bike. It is not just a one-trick pony. It is not just 4-speed. This machine right here could literally do everything. As comfortable as it is, as fast as it is, as just as good of a bike as it could possibly be. Guys, if you've never ridden one, guys, you've got to just get over here to Stub Cycles, grab the keys to this thing, take it for a spin. I have a feeling you might just be going home with it. It really is that good. And with that, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. Y'all take care.